Bonjour to le monde. It is Boss of Citrus here with another PO battle, standard OU against jorgedm7. I don't know if that's the way you pronounce it, but yeah, don't hate me. So yeah, in other news, my new PO name is Blast of Citrus because people keep confusing me with another dude named Citrus X or some shit. Like, everyone keeps asking me, "Oh, are you Citrus XOR?" And then they just randomly talk in French. Like, I can speak some French, but, like, I'm not fully fluent yet. So, yeah, I'm just chilling there, like, okay, yeah, I'm not Citrus XOR. So, yeah, to avoid the confusion in the future, my new name is Blast of Citrus. So, yeah, let's get right to the bell. I will shut up. Alright. So I lead off with my Skarmory. He leads off with a Tyranitar. This was a kind of risky move on my part because I wanted to set up the Stealth Rocks, but I didn't know Tyranitar carried Fire Blast, but jorgedm7 went with his own Stealth Rocks. So yeah, here he goes with the Fire Blast now, but I switched into Chansey to take that because Chansey's a bulky ass wall, so yeah, I can take that easy. I went with the Wish. Switches in the Glysker. I go with the Protect, I think. Or no, I go with the Toxic, predicting a switch. But yeah, he made a good play, goes into Glysker, so he gets his Poison Heal. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. What can you do? So I go with the Protect here. He goes with a Swords Dance, good play on his part, or her part. I don't know if it's a his or a her. But yeah, I'm going to go into my Scarface. And he's gonna go with the Ice Fang, doesn't do shit. So yeah, I'm gonna whirlwind him out so he's not able to go with Swords Dance again and set up on my ass, because that's what Skarmory does. Avoids those setup pokes. Ha! You mad, bro? So yeah, he switches in Machamp because I guess he didn't have a favorable whirlwind thing. So yeah, I go with the Roost, get to full HP again. I go with the Brave Bird. Does a good chunk to that Machamp. Goes with Dynamic Punch though. Does about a third damage and it confuses me, so that kind of sucks. So I'm going to switch. Looking back, I probably shouldn't have. I should have stayed in and went with the Roost or something. But I decided to switch into Scizor because I wanted the Bullet Punch, I guess. But it was kind of risky again. Like, if I hit myself, that would have done a shit ton to Scizor because he has high attack and shit. But yeah, fortunately I hit through the confusion, get the Bullet Punch off, feint the Machamp, and jorgedm7 switches into Skarmory. I switched to my own Skarmory because I think this is a perfect opportunity to get a Roost up. And jorgedm7 sets up some spikes, which is not good for me at all because I only have, I think, 2 or 3 Pokemon that can avoid spikes, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, here he's gonna go into Conkeldurr as I whirlwind him out. Ha! So yeah, I'm gonna go with that Whirlwind, and it does a decent chunk to Conkeldurr. And he's gonna go with the Drain Punch, doesn't do shit. Ha! You mad, bruh? So yeah, here I think I just decide to stay in. I go with the Roost, I think, because I know I can take any hit from a Conkeldurr. So yeah, I just go with the Roost again, get all my HP back. And I think on the following turn I decide to go for the Brave Bird. But yeah, he goes with the Drain Punch there. Again, does nothing, so... Or no, I go with the Whirlwind here. I guess to rack up the Stealth Rock damage, I don't know. But yeah, I switch into Chansey here to take anything from the Tyranitar. But look at that, Spikes did a shit ton of damage to my Chansey, so that's not very good news. And I don't have a Rapid Spinner on this team that I made, so... yeah, that kind of sucks. So yeah, here I'm going to go with the Roost, which was kind of a misplay on my part. I should have switched back into Chansey. And I took a Fire Blast to the face. Did a shit ton in my Skarmory, so that kind of sucks. And here I went the Roost again. I guess at this point I was foddering my Skarmory because, yeah, he wasn't really any use anymore. So I switched back into my Scizor. And he's pretty much just death fodder because he can't really do anything. So, yeah, because of the spikes damage, it did a shit ton of damage. So yeah, here I went with the Bullet Punch, hoping to hit his Tyranitar, but he switched into Skarmory. And, yeah, I got the Roost off. I go with the Bullet Punch again, but he's going to feint me, I think, on this turn with the Brave Bird. That really sucks. So I'm going to switch into LG You dig it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that Hydro Pump, and it's not quite enough to faint Skarmory, which kind of sucks. But oh well, what can you do? So he goes with the Roost, and gets all his HP back. I'm gonna go with the Volt Switch, but this one knocks out the Skarmory. Ha! Fuck you! So yeah, I'm gonna switch into my Chansey, just to take whatever he wants to give me. So, or no, my Chansey faints to Entry Hazards. I forgot. But yeah, I switched back into my Rotom because Rotom is pretty good on his team, like against his team, because there's not really any Pokemon that can counter my Rotom set, so that's kind of good. So yeah, here I'm gonna go with the Hydro Pump, and doesn't do as much as I had hoped for, but oh well, what can you do? So yeah, here actually I do lose my Rotom. I thought my Rotom lasted longer than this battle, but apparently not. I recorded this battle like a week ago, so yeah, don't hate. So yeah, here I go with the Surf. With my Hydreigon, the start of the match. So yeah, I went with the Surf, faint the Tyranitar of the Surf. I went the Draco Meteor on the Conkeldurr, faint it. You will die. Get rid of those big threats, yes? So yeah, I do carry the White Herb on my Hydreigon, and I am able to use another Draco Meteor, so ha. I went with the Surf here on the Gliscor just to be safe. For some reason he went with Swords Dance. I would have went with Ice Fang if I were him. Cause like he can't really set up on my Hydreigon because I do outspeed. So yeah, I'm just gonna feint his Gliscor with a Surf as he tries to stall me out there. Goes with Protect, but it fails on this following turn, and I go with the Surf, knock that thing out. And his last Pokemon, I believe, is Haxorus, and I'm just gonna feint that easy with the Draco Meteor, and that's going to be a really good game. jorgedm7 or jorgedm7. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but I don't give a shit. So yeah, but that was still a really good game, 2-0. Using some of my classic pokes that I started my YouTube channel with. Like I used to use these pokes all the time, and they're still good in these times, so that's really good. So I hope you guys liked the battle. Leave a like, rating, comment, and sub as always, and I will see you guys later. Peace out!